These breweries aren't only haunted. Some of them even lean into it, and they host tours. Ghost hunters have been to some of these.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a curiosity for the paranormal, these are the places to go. Check them out. This is our top 10 most haunted breweries.
Number 10, McManaman's Edgefield.
Thank you for taking over that one.
However the hell you say that. In Troutdale, Oregon. Sorry to that, but still excited to come. This former pork farm turned brewery has multiple reports of paranormal activity, from phantom footsteps to shadowy figures in the hallways. Some say they've seen a small child running around, being pushed when no one was around, and whispers. Some say one of the most haunted places in the U.S.
Creepy.
Creepy.
Boobs?
That's how I said.
Bubs?
Boobies?
Boobies?
I'm going to go with boobs. Because that's just a better word.
Probably bubs. Bubbies?
Bubbies.
Boobies? Boobies? One of those is probably right.
B-U-B-E.
Apostrophe S.
Not just boob. It's plural.
It's plural. Out of Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. They originally opened in 1876. The hotel and brewery are said to be haunted by several different spirits, including a woman.
Not just gin and vodka.
Not just gin and vodka.
Sorry.
A woman in a Victorian dress. Who hangs out.
Ladies at the end of the hallway.
Hangs out next to the art, where you'd expect a lady ghost to be hanging out at, I suppose.
Yeah.
And former employees roaming the halls. Some say.
Malevolent.
Malevolent.
Dark. Bad. They're malicious.
Some encounters are malevolent, and some are not.
Well, there you go. Would I like a malevolent experience or not? How about not?
Yeah, probably I'd choose not.
Yeah. Number 8, the Phoenix Brewing Company in Mansfield, Ohio, formerly a mortuary and funeral parlor.
Yeah.
Seems like a good spot to have a haunting of a brewery. Actually, during construction, when they were digging up the concrete from the flooring, they actually found bones underneath the floor and turned it into the police.
There.
Guests have said that they've felt someone brush up against them when no one was there, and it was a shark. And many paranormal enthusiasts have discovered orbs and photos that they've taken, which is always fun. And then this is one of those professional ghost hunters that have gone and done their EMF activity and picked up voices, which is super cool. And one even claimed to connect with a male spirit. This made me chuckle and smile and appreciate turning pages. This connection with a male spirit said that he does not like beer, but he's happy to have people in the building again.
Oh, look at him.
What a good guy.
What a good guy.
Spirit. Good spirit
guy. Good spirit guy, yeah.
The book I'm reading, they're called Graves.
Oh, okay.
Ghosts are called graves.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a pretty much gimme that place is going to be haunted.
That's what I'm saying. Funeral, mortuary.
They had it coming. Number 7, the Wolf Den Brewing Co. out of Bloomingdale, Illinois. Illinois.
It's from Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, only cheeseheads, man.
Illinois.
Of course, I love the Packers. I'd do anything for the Packers.
The 30-point buck, did you see it?
I did.
And then a flash of white. And there it was.
Go on.
It used to be a Civil War era farmhouse, and there's a resident spirit named Jack, which I feel like is a very common Civil War name. Jack. It's just like I feel like I didn't even need to read that one. I just guessed Jack.
Or John.
Or John, yeah. Who's labeled as mischievous and often visits the brewery. Magnets are reported to fly off the walls, and boxes and bins come tumbling down.
So he's a jokester.
Silly Jack. Jack the jokester.
Jack likes to have a good time.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
He doesn't sound malevolent at all.
It doesn't sound that bad.
Right.
Could be worse.
Could be cool. Number 6, Oldtown Brewing Co. in Portland, Oregon. This brewery is built directly above Portland's infamous Shanghai tunnels. Definitely really, really want to go here after I learned about this. So the same tunnels that were used to house kidnapped sailors during the early 1900s. So, excuse me.
I preferred when they made them walk the plank.
Oh, you would, you shark.
Oh!
You shark ass. So people say you can expect unexpected visits from a regular ghost named Nina.
Nina. That's a fun name.
Has been around for a long time, 100 years or better, and she often appears in a goddamn black dress,
Always.
watching visitors as they eat.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm sure
It's
she's
like how they
hungry.
buried people. That's when they buried them in black dresses.
Oh, I never put that together.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're wandering in what they were buried in.
Interesting.
If I ever get buried, can I be in like rainbow coloredness?
So I
Like,
was going to put you in a shark suit.
oh man, that'd be a hilarious ghost.
Not if you ended up in the water.
This crazy white chick just keeps roaming the halls in a shark outfit. Chasing us around going, "Ang, ang, ang, ang."
You would totally
Da-da.
be the Slimer.
Guests in the middle of the night here. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Mini reports of just the Jaws
Of
theme.
listeners of the Jaws theme.
That'd be the best guest ever.
Just a shark ass.
Ba-dum.
They say she was a jackass in real life as well.
Probably fair. Fair. All right.
That's good. You should write that down.
I did via video.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Number 5, Black Sheep Brewing in York, England.
Not New York, the original York.
Just York. York is one of England's most haunted cities, and this brewery has no exception
to the rule.
to the rule of hauntedness. Once a morgue and home to a vicar.
Visar?
A Visar, a member of the church, depending on which definition is most applicable.
I
Great
wrote
definition,
that.
yeah. You didn't hear Liz and all of that. There's said to be a tall, thin man that walks the hallways. And he is also mischievous spirit.
He's more malevolent, I hear, so he's more evil.
Oh, it does say malevolent. Shit.
That's all right.
So he's not trying to express his dislike of others in his buildings. Versus
This guy's
the guy that was like, I don't like beer, but it's fine. This guy's just like, get out. Get out.
Click.
Get out. Out.
Lost my clicker. There it is.
All right.
Number 4, Jolly Pumpkin Brewery. I believe it's the tap room in Traverse City, Michigan. So Jolly Pumpkin's North Peak Brewing location was once an inn on Old Mission Peninsula. It is said that the inn's owner, the inn's owner was had an obese wife. And this obese wife, it seemed to get out of control as years went on. So he ended up putting an elevator in this inn. And then he also hired her a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
The nurse was this young, beautiful woman. The wife got super duper jealous, assuming that husband was going to leave her or leave his riches to the young nurse. So turns out she was right.
Oh, yeah, well.
Husband had an affair, and the young, pretty woman nurse got all the money, and all he left the wife was this inn. So
Just
after
an
he
inn.
dies,
Just an inn.
just an inn.
Yeah.
No, but she's obese and she
Yeah,
can't do anything. She's got to ride the elevator.
Yeah.
So she goes into this huge state of depression, and she ends up hanging herself in that same elevator shaft.
Yeah.
And
Clever.
so,
Yeah.
to this day, she haunts the inn.
Does she just haunt beautiful people?
Probably.
Probably. So if you don't see her ghost when you're there, you're like, oh man.
Bono.
It
Bono. I must be a shark.
must be a shark. The ghost didn't want to haunt me.
Just a silly old mechanic.
Just walk in a nurse's outfit and be like, I'm ready for my stay.
And she knocks you down the elevator shaft. Shit.
The elevator shaft breaks. The elevator just crumples. All right. At number 3, Wynkoop Brewing, which,
Beautiful
as you
Denver.
may remember, in Denver, Colorado was our season finale last season.
Mhm.
And we heard these ghost stories. We heard about the girl that got locked in the walls on a bad take your daughter to work day.
Ugh.
We heard about this Civil War general man flicking around coins or looking for coins or something. What I didn't know, this one was a new one, because it was a hotel. We didn't know that. It's gone through a couple different business models.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lady as well, including a woman who may have lived there in the hotel? We didn't hear about the lady.
Yeah.
Heard about the kid and the civil man.
Yeah.
So
well,
apparently there's a third one, and it's like it's up there.
Everything.
They've brought in like
the ghost
hunter people to it. So we were walking around in a haunted basement.
I mean, it had sticky icky vibes down there.
We did have some eerie vibes. So
did.
there we go.
Which is cool. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, it's cool to see this one pop up on the list
again and again. Number 2, the Old Angel Inn in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada. So this is actually one of Canada's oldest inns and breweries, and it's said to be haunted by a British soldier from the War of 1812. He was actually posted up there during the war, and he got word from superiors that the Americans were coming, and he was told to retreat. It was the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Paul Revere.
Depending on which story you're listening to. Okay. But anyway, so he was told to leave. He didn't leave because the story goes on that he was waiting for his lover or something like that. And he goes and he hides in some of these barrels in the inns, assuming that the soldiers weren't finding him. Well, the soldiers were determined that this guy was still in there, and his name was Captain Swayze, not Patrick Swayze, different Swayze. Maybe they were related, not
nice
sure.
Rhyme, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so he hid in one of these barrels, and the soldiers are going about looking for him. They're just like stabbing barrels with their bayonets, and eventually
clever.
They found him because when they stabbed the barrel, blood came out.
They weren't wine-filled barrels. That'd have been the trick.
Well, it could have really confused him.
Yeah.
But anyway, he is said to haunt the inn. Also a fan of the people in the building.
Oh, good.
And also maybe still waiting for his lover.
I was going to say maybe waiting for his love.
Yeah. So, but he does get really upset if they take down the Union Jack flag. So they have to immediately put another one up because weird things start happening if they take down the flag.
Interesting. There you go. And coming at number 1, not only is a very haunted brewery, it is pretty widely considered one of the most haunted places
in the world.
In the world, at least in the U.S.
Yeah.
Moon River Brewing Company in Savannah, Georgia.
Really want to go there.
Yeah. Known again as one of the most haunted places. It was a hospital pre and post the Civil War where many children died of yellow fever, and reports of ghost sightings are very, very common.
Like very common. So like hundreds of children died of yellow fever there, and because of pre and post Civil War, a lot of soldiers came through. There was also murderous happenings that occurred there as well. Basically, they didn't. The soldiers that were running it didn't like that some Yankee came to town, and so basically they hauled this Yankee out of the building, beat the shit out of him, hung him.
Jeez.
I actually think he survived, but they say his ghost came back. I don't know, something like
At
that.
some point he didn't survive.
But this place is really cool because they definitely take advantage of the haunting, and they host a lot of tours and stuff like that.
How do you not lean into it? That's creepy and fun. No. Suppose that's in part of like their interview process. They're like,
do you scare easily?
They're like, can you stand on your feet for 8 hours and can you lift 50 pounds?
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
Also, how do you do about spirits and ghosts that come and mess with you? There's one right answer. Don't say it wrong.
I have seen shit that'll turn you white.
Can I drink on the job? Would be my question back.
Then I'm fine.
That would be okay.
Then I'm fine. There you have it.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I definitely...
It was a fun one.
Super fun. That was a great idea. And I'm definitely planning some next year's trips based around these particular haunted tours that occur. I got to do one in Edinburgh, and that was really fun. And I like being scared. Now, I definitely get scared super easy. Yeah. Like, he gives me the heebie-jeebies, but also really, really I like to be scared.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun.
So I'm all about it.
It's more fun.